But here's the official statement from Joe Biden. It reads, "Today I signed a pardon for my son Hunter. From the day I took office, I said I would not interfere with the Justice Department's decision-making, and I kept my word even as I have watched my son being selectively and unfairly prosecuted. Without aggregating factors like use in a crime, multiple purchases, or buying a weapon as a straw purchaser, people are almost never brought to trial on felony charges solely for how they filled out a gun form. Those who were late paying their taxes because of serious addictions but paid them back subsequently with interest and penalties are typically given non-criminal resolutions. It is clear that Hunter was treated differently. The charges in his case came about only after several of my political opponents in Congress instigated them to attack me and oppose my election. Then a carefully negotiated plea deal, agreed to by the Department of Justice, unraveled in the courtroom, with a number of my political opponents in Congress taking credit for bringing political pressure on the process. Had the plea deal held, it would have been a fair, reasonable resolution of Hunter's cases. No reasonable person who looks at the facts of Hunter's case can reach any other conclusion than Hunter was singled out only because he is my son, and that is wrong. There have been an effort to break Hunter, who has been 5.5 years sober, even in the face of unrelenting attacks and selective prosecution. In trying to break Hunter, they've tried to break me. And there's no reason to believe it will stop here. Enough is enough. For my entire career, I have followed a simple principle. Just tell the American people the truth. Wow. They'll be fair-minded. Here's the truth. I believe in the justice system, but as I have wrestled with this, I also believe raw politics has infected this process, and it led to a miscarriage of justice. And once I made this decision this weekend, there was no sense in delaying it further. I hope Americans will understand why a father and a president would come to this decision." Now that's such a load of shit. So you're telling me and the rest of America that you guys were all happy and merry around the Thanksgiving table this weekend and just decided, yeah, I don't really want my son to go to jail. And the rest of the American people are supposed to relate to that and accept that as fair justice? I'm sure millions of Americans felt the exact same way about their loved ones this Thanksgiving, but couldn't do anything about it. They had to accept the rule of law, as we're told everybody in this country does. I mean, the Democrat Party is going to lose a lot of trust after this, more than they've already lost this election cycle, because it just proves to the voter who thought that all the Hitler fascist talk was hyperbolic, that the Democrats are the true threat to democracy, and they're the ones who don't respect the rule of law. All of this talk about Trump was just fear-mongering. Trump had to face the politically motivated charges and take it like a man. But now all of a sudden, because it's Joe Biden, we're supposed to just disregard everything that we hold dear and true and meaningful about our country.